Hey everyone, Couch Investor back with another video for you today. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Roblox and its IPO. We're going to talk about what that company does, what the risks are, how it can grow, will it continue to grow after the pandemic, and obviously, is it a good investment? Is it something I will be jumping on when it goes public? Now, it was supposed to go public later this year, but that listing has been delayed to early next year. They say it's because of issues in the valuation. They don't know what valuation to give to that company. In my opinion, that's just BS. I think certain amount of people want a higher valuation right now and want to earn more money when it goes public, because right now was actually the best time for them to go public after Airbnb, after DoorDash. The market is pretty hyped for new companies that go public. So here we are. We'll have to wait a bit more to buy into that company or not to buy into that company. We're going to see that in this video. But before I do so, we're so close to 6,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up, as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's dive into this. Alright, so let's start with the first point, is that in my opinion, Roblox is not just a game, it's a platform. It's actually a huge platform where people can create new games each and every day inside the Roblox ecosystem. So right now there are tons of developers that have created and are creating new games each and every day. What they can do is make that game for free or make that game with options to be monetized. For example, you can buy cosmetics, maybe battle passes, I don't know what else you can do there. It's a bit like Fortnite. Again, in Fortnite, you have something called V-Bucks. You have a battle pass, you can buy skins and whatnot. Same thing in Roblox, you have this currency called Robux, and you can buy skins and cosmetics inside the game. Now, obviously, this is a way to keep the developers engaged, because as more and more people play their game, maybe they purchase Robux when playing their games. Obviously, they get a big cut from that as well. But going back to the point that it's not just a game, it's a platform, we can actually see this with this example. When Lil Nas actually had a virtual concert inside of the Roblox platform. It's something that has been happening a lot lately. Concerts inside games. For example, in Fortnite, you had people like Steve Aoki. We had exclusive trailer for Star Wars inside the game, which was pretty cool. You had Travis Scott as well. So this is something that we'll become more and more familiar with moving forward. Having concerts, having virtual events inside of a virtual world, especially inside a huge game like Roblox or Fortnite, for example. Right, so the next big point is obviously how do they make money? So like we just said, with the Robux currency, whenever somebody buys that currency, they obviously make money. They obviously have to pay some fees as well, because when people buy it, if you're on mobile, they have to pay fees to App Store and to Google Play, but we're going to talk about that in a bit. They also earn money from advertising, from licensing, and from subscription. So subscription is something that is fairly new, I believe. It's basically you're paying a monthly fee for X amount of Robux. So each month, let's say you pay $10, you get 1,000 or 10,000 Robux, and so on and so forth, a bit like your Spotify account or your Netflix account. Now, regarding the monetization part, there's actually two main aspects. There is the revenue and then there is the bookings. Now, we're going to look at those numbers right now, because obviously 2020 has been a huge year for Roblox, obviously other stay-at-home companies, games, etc. So we're going to look at some key numbers right now. All right, so first we have the daily active users, which is 31.1 million. You have 22.2 billion hours of engagement, which has seen huge increase this year. Obviously, you have revenue of just over $500 million. And then the bookings part, really important, $1.2 billion in booking, which is basically a bit like deferred revenue. It's something that they still cannot put it in the revenue section, because bookings is like when you purchase, let's say, Robux, they don't put it in the revenue until you actually spend it in the game. So everything inside of bookings is just you buying the Robux, but you haven't spent it yet. All right, so now the biggest question probably all of you are asking is, can this continue? Can they continue the hype? Can they continue to grow and see more and more engagement? Can they generate more revenue? Can they generate more bookings? Will this continue? So in my opinion, the answer is yes. One of the main reasons I believe so is this statistic right here is 72% of the people that are playing Roblox are on mobile. That means that they are not stuck at home on a console. So that means that when we will be able to travel again, to go outside, when those kids will go to school, etc., they can actually continue to play Roblox the way they've been playing all of 2020 or all of 2019 as well, on their mobile phone. I think this is a huge advantage for a platform like Roblox. Unlike other platforms that are only PC or console only, having most of their users on mobile, in my opinion, is a huge advantage for them. Now, my second point is something called the tipping point. If you want to read a book called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, I would really recommend that book. So basically, in my opinion, it has reached a stage of no return, meaning it's so popular right now thanks to the pandemic that even when we will start going back to our normal lives, the game has reached such a popularity level that it will still be here for years to come. Obviously, they will still need to innovate and keep innovating the game to keep the users engaged. But in my opinion, it has reached such a point of popularity, a bit like Fortnite. Fortnite 3 years ago, I've been playing Fortnite since it started and I'm still playing it. So lots of people think the game is dead, but in my opinion, the game is bigger than ever. They have partnerships that are coming left to right, huge events each and every month in the game. It's pretty insane. So it has reached a point of no return, in my opinion, thanks to the pandemic. But obviously there is a risk factor to it that we're going to talk about a bit later, which is their target audience. But before we get into the risks, let's talk about some interesting points regarding the developers. So regarding the developers, unlike Unity and Unreal, Roblox is actually taking a much bigger cut out of their potential revenues. So why would a developer stay with Roblox and not go to a platform like Unreal or Unity? So actually there's a huge thread, actually very informative thread by someone on Twitter. If you want to go follow him, his Twitter account will be down in the description below. But let's go and look at that right now. So first point, he says that Roblox offers access to a very large community of gamers. The biggest Roblox games earn hundreds of thousands of dollars. Second point, cloud hosting and seamless multiplayer experiences. Both can be difficult features and cumbersome to integrate for some developers. Now, Roblox gives you these features out of the box. Number 3, ease of use. Roblox is considered very easy to develop games with and get started with, even for people with no prior coding experience. All you need is basic computer skills. Number 4, low user acquisition costs. The social connection players create on Roblox make it easier for developers to leverage network effect and achieve viral growth. 5, integrated monetization and payment solutions. 6, platform-wide customer support and moderation for all ages. So looking at all those points, it actually makes lots of sense for people to stay with Roblox rather than to go to a very complicated platform such as Unreal or a bit less complicated platform such as Unity, because, well, if they stay with Roblox, even if they have to give away maybe a bigger cut of their potential revenue, the network effect in Roblox is really insane. I'll try and find the graph that actually shows how those games in Roblox gain popularity very fast. So that's one other way how they can actually generate a lot of revenue, even if they have to give away a larger cut of their potential revenue. All right, so now let's talk about the potential risks. Obviously, the first one is, like I said, it's the age group. Right now, it's a very specific age group and it's a very young one. The majority of users that are playing Roblox is between the age of 9 to 15 years old. So it's pretty young. I don't see really huge streamers streaming this game. Maybe it can change, who knows? But this is one risk for me, is that when those users, those kids become older, maybe they'll stop playing Roblox, or maybe, could be a good thing, when they grow older, they'll continue to grow, they'll continue to play that game, and maybe that game will start and see a new demographic of users of another age group. Second point is something that all games have to take into consideration, is if they stop innovating, the game might die off. Pretty simple, you don't innovate, the game starts to become boring, and then no one wants to play that game anymore, and that's it. Which goes into my third point, is they rely heavily on developers. Obviously, if they, let's say, will one day take a higher or a bigger cut out of their revenue, maybe developers might start leaving Roblox platform. Obviously, that would mean that the games that they have created will stop being updated, which is something very bad for Roblox and for all its users that are actually excited and are playing those games. They might leave the platform as a whole. And again, going back to my second point, the game might die off. And lastly, which is actually connected to the first point, is the safety of the children that are playing those games. Rest assured that if there is one scandal regarding the safety of kids inside of those games, you can be sure that the stock will plunge, and this will be a story for a long time. And that is actually why right now there are over 1,700 people that are working on detecting and monitoring those potential issues or those future potential issues that could maybe happen inside the game that might harm and affect the safety of the kids that are playing that. So all of those risks you have to take into consideration before investing in such a company. Now let's move to the last point, which is actually a Reddit post I found that was made actually 1 year ago and talks about the potential of Roblox towards 2023. There are some very, very interesting points right there. So we're going to look at that right now. Right. So let's start with the number one right here. So the President of the United States will mention his or her Roblox avatar on camera. He's pretty optimistic about that. Who knows if it happens, obviously it will be huge for the game. Number two, a 100-person company is developing on Roblox. People can use that software to advertise, to marketing, etc. Something that probably might happen, something that is happening with Unity actually right now. Number three, a Roblox developer earns $50 million in 1 year. Very optimistic about that as well. Number four, 50% of toys sold in the United States will have a Roblox scan tag. Maybe that could be actually very awesome if you buy a physical object and you can scan it and go into the virtual world with it. Could be pretty cool if you ask me. 100,000 people will watch a Roblox game stream in 3D. Maybe, why not? Over 50 million people will learn to code on Roblox. That's a bit too much, but who knows what might happen in 3 years. A national movie launches based on developers' game story avatars. I think this is a bit too far. A major brand releases a game to Roblox as their primary platform. That I can see that happening actually in the next couple of years as well. 1 million concurrency in a Roblox game. If it continues to grow, for sure that can happen. Then last point is no country with more than 50% of the top developers. I think this shouldn't really be a problem. And then some bonuses here right at the bottom. A major national movie will advertise on Roblox, getting more engagement than TV or online video. I think this would be stupid if people would not be using Roblox as a platform to advertise a movie. Tesla will use Roblox developers in some promotional effort. Who knows? Elon likes to make some crazy and maybe innovative things, so why not? Alright, so to conclude, overall, I'm very, very bullish on this company. If the valuation is not too high, like the valuation that the market has been giving Airbnb, yes, I might be buying as well on the first day because I believe, maybe I'm biased because I'm a gamer, I believe that these types of industry will grow immensely in the years to come. The whole virtual world marketing in a game, I think, is going to be huge. Like I've been saying, if Fortnite, Unreal or Epic are going to IPO, I think there are some rumors that they might actually do that next year. I'll be the first one to buy on day one. And that will be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you will be buying Roblox when it IPOs. And if you like these videos, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, we're so close to 6,000 subscribers. So hit that subscribe button. And as always guys, take care, stay safe and see you all in the next video. Bye bye.